I'm Marty Janeski, and along with my good friend Ken Montroy, we're your host of the local sports wrap-up here on Wyandotte Cable Channel 15. Today is November 1st, 2019. Ken, your hair got shorter from last week.
Makeup. Even the animals in the zoo in a commercial that they have gets makeup. I need makeup.
Yes,
But yes, last night was Halloween, and obviously I've not taken out my makeup.
Ah, okay. Good.
But
good.
did you go out trick-or-treating as John Lennon?
I went to a party as John
Did
Lennon.
you? How'd that work out for you? Did you get a bag of candy?
No one knew who I was till
No one knew who you were?
Till I told them.
You told them?
That's
Did
right.
you get any candy once you told them?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Treats.
good. Other than that, they just thought you some kind of creepy guy that's at the party?
Yoko was with me.
Oh, Yoko.
Yoko was with me.
Well, let me tell you, Yoko, as far as I remember, was kind of a creepy girl that would maybe wasn't at every one of the parties I went to.
That's true. Football. Tonight's a big football night. 7 o'clock. Everybody's playing in the playoffs.
Man, that's great. Wyandotte's made it again.
Yes, Woodhaven. Let's start with them since they won our league. They were 9-0. They're going to start out with Ann Arbor Pioneer. It's their 4th consecutive season and 12th time in school history.
Let me tell you, they're undefeated going in. Is that correct?
Yes.
And let me tell you, I think they're going to win and smoke the team. Who they against?
Ann Arbor Pioneer.
Let me tell you, I think they're going to win and smoke the team they're with.
I hope you're right.
Oh, well, that's what it is whenever you get a high rating like that, 9-0 against a team. What are they, 5-4?
Yes.
Something like that.
And now our Bears are making the trip to Livonia Franklin.
Beautiful. Didn't they play them before?
Last year, but this is the Bears' 14th consecutive playoff appearance.
Now that in itself has to be commended for something very, very highly.
Ron Adams.
14. Ron Adams. What a good coach, Ron. Nice job, baby. 14 years in a row, and they're playing Livonia Franklin. And let me tell you, I think that they're going to beat them this year. That's my personal opinion.
We have, last year was what, 38? What's up here at the top somewhere?
Yeah.
38-14 last year.
Oh, they lost 38-14. But this year, I think because they played them last year, that Ron Adams, as good of a coach as he is, has got a game plan that will derail.
Good. Team spirit. We like it.
They have the same kind of records, don't they?
Yes, they are both 7-2.
6-2, 7-2, something like that.
7-2.
Right. So I think you're going to go in real good battle.
I buried it here.
Now, mind you, Trenton's going to be playing Allen Park.
A rematch.
Now, the last time they played, it didn't work out so well for Trenton.
No.
But Allen Park is a very tough team, and that is why it's at Allen Park. It's going to be a tough game. Trenton can offensively show a lot of adversity. They have a lot of ways of scoring, but Allen Park has the, I don't know, what do you call it, Marty, when they have the guys on the line? They call them the mutters, the guys that can move the ball, and that's where Allen Park, I think, has the advantage.
Bigger up front?
Right. More the continuously move the ball down the, what do they call it? Move the markers consistently.
Yes.
To where Trenton has a tendency to have the big plays.
Oh, okay.
That's just my theory.
Well, the winner of that game plays Gibraltar, Carlson, and Riverview. So that's the second year in a row those 4 teams are in the same grouping.
I'll tell you what, that'll be a good match because Carlson also has established the fact that they can score.
Yes.
So that should be very entertaining, and that's this
Saturday. Everything's 7 o'clock today.
Hey, that reminds me, tonight. That reminds me, Warren De La Salle, I understand, is not going to be playing.
Yeah, I heard that. You know more about that than I do.
Well, only because I saw it on the news. Unfortunately, it's because of a hazing incident. And that's unfortunate because the high school kids get caught up in a lot of thoughts. And one of them might be that take something too far. And I believe Warren De La Salle won Catholic League championships 2 out of the last 3 years.
Oh, no kidding.
And to have them not play this year is a very, Very big thing for that school. I believe it's an all-boys school, too.
Yeah, is it?
Yep.
The
I just thought it was kind of
Rouge is in.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Who they playing?
They're playing
they're
Detroit
gonna murder
Mumford.
'em.
Detroit Mumford.
Mumford?
I wouldn't get your eggs all in one basket yet
Really?
because Mumford's 6-3, but their only 3 losses were to powerhouses.
What's a powerhouse?
Well, the teams that are 9-1,
That they-
9-0,
that they
8-1.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Where Rouge had a soft schedule, only played one. They'd only played 2 Division I schools with more than 2,000
Well,
enrollment.
my thoughts on that, okay, is that they had 2 schools too afraid to even show up, and they didn't even play.
True,
Am I correct
true.
or wrong?
You are correct.
Okay, so I'm telling you, I'm taking Rouge this week.
The team, okay, good choice. Let's talk
Let's
Melvindale soccer. They're
I
in the
love Melvindale soccer.
They are into the state playoffs for the first time, the state finals,
Ever, huh?
first time in school history.
And they did that by going out of our conference and into another
Division
conference.
II.
Is that
They went
correct?
to Division II,
So they
correct.
went to Division II where they could be competitive, and they are, and they showed it.
They were 16-3-2, and they just won the first regional trophy last weekend. So now they've won the semifinal game, and they have to play unbeaten powerhouse Grand Rapids Forest Hills Northern. They were 22-0 with a tie.
22-0
With
with
a
one
tie.
tie.
And Melvindale,
Wow.
Melvindale was 16-3-2.
Well, let me tell you, on any given day, anything could happen.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They beat Fenton. You know, it took 3 goals, and they played double overtime. It's a funky system where once the game's tied, they go and they play two quarters, and they switch sides, you know, 2 timed. I don't know if they're 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I don't know. But they play 2 of those, and Melvindale scored 3 times in overtime to beat them. And it was raining and nasty and just raining sideways. I think it was last Saturday when the weather was really bad.
I wouldn't care if I'm in the state finals and I get there.
They're
Beautiful.
playing tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, at noon. And good luck to them. Good luck, Melvindale.
Where are they playing at?
They are playing in Novi.
In Novi.
Yes, at noon. The
Beautiful.
Division II state finals.
Let me tell you, if they won when the weather was nasty, tomorrow the weather's supposed to be nasty, just so you know.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Grosse Hill. They're going to the state finals.
Grosse Hill to the state finals again?
It's their return trip, yes.
I was going to say.
They won 1-0 over Macomb Lutheran in the Division III, and the title match will be against Grand Rapids South Christian on Saturday at Comstock Park High School. You know where Comstock is? I'm not sure.
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't.
Get this.
Sounds like it's out in the country.
Get this. Grosse Hill has yet to allow a goal in postseason and has beaten his 6 playoff opponents by a score of 26-0.
You got to be kidding me.
No.
I'll tell you what, I would take the midfielders out to dinner because they're the ones that are keeping the goals from going. That goalie's not facing 35 shots, I'll guarantee you.
No, I think, but you know, it's a team effort.
Oh, it's an absolutely
They
team
snuck
effort.
by 1-0, you know, in the semis. So the finals, who knows, you know?
That's incredible. Not one goal.
26 goals for, 0
Oh,
against.
my.
They're eyeing their 2nd state championship in school history. The first came in 2002. So it's been, 17 years since their last state championship.
Unbelievable. What I'll tell you what, they're on the road to it because
Oh, and get this, South Christian, it's their 6th appearance in the state title game since 2007, and they've won 3 in that span, most recently 2015. So they're no slouch either.
no, there's no slouch either. You ain't kidding.
That'd be a good one to go to.
That would be
You
a very
know,
good.
if you
Is
don't
it
mind
on
sitting in a
Saturday?
cold-
I'm not going to make it.
No, I'm not going to make it either. I'm actually going to bowl. Fall sports are
You're gonna
starting
bowl?
up. I'm going to bowl. And that's why
Where?
we're filming Friday night, because I'm going to bowl in the Super Senior Masters.
Really?
Now, I'm not in bowling shape.
Where's that at?
Harbor Lanes in St. Clair
You
Shores.
grow a beard and all of a sudden you're somebody else?
Yeah. It's South,
Oh, you
St.
can
Clair
turn
Shores.
60 and you're somebody
I'm
else?
turned 60 and I'm eligible. That's
Oh,
the
okay,
best part.
so now you get a beard and you turn 60 And you're going to bowl in this tournament. Where's the tournament at?
St. Clair Shores.
Great. So what gave you this premonition? How'd you bowl Wednesday?
6:30.
6:30. Well,
Yeah, I was okay. I'm throwing it pretty good. You know what? I got to bowl 5 games. We'll take it wherever it stands. If I top 16, move on to match play Sunday.
Is that how it works? They take the scores, not who you beat.
That's
Oh,
tomorrow.
it's
That's
about
Sunday.
pinfall.
That's all about beating match play Sunday. But you
So
got to
it's all
get there.
pinfall.
You got to get there first. I don't care. I'm just gonna go give it my best shot.
And what house is it again?
Harbor Lanes,
Where's that at?
St. Clair Shores.
St. Clair, off of what? Jefferson?
It's on Jefferson,
Oh, okay.
right by the water.
I never bowled there.
Hence the name Harbor. I bowled there. I bowled a senior tournament before there. They all spot 10 pins. It doesn't matter where you go. I just, I'll give it my best shot and we'll go from there.
Fantastic.
What do I care?
Well, when did your team start?
I'm 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow.
9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow.
There's 2 squads. I got the morning squad.
Oh, so then after the morning squad, after your 5 games, then you evaluate everything.
And the
And
second,
then when do you bowl the second?
I don't bowl until
If you qualify.
Sunday early.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Then
worry
Sunday's
about,
all done.
I didn't
though,
even
right?
really look at that. I'll worry about that if we get in. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm going to throw the first
Fantastic.
ball, and I'm going to throw the second ball. And pretty soon I'm going to be throwing the 50th ball, and then we're going to add it all up.
How cool.
State, we had some area runners, cross-country
did?
runners, qualify for the states.
Sweet.
Guess who one of them was?
Cost.
Yeah, that's right.
She's tough.
The top 3 teams qualified in the regional. None of the downriver teams made it. Woodhaven and Allen Park were 4th and 5th. Wyandotte was 8th as a team.
As a team, not individually.
The top 3 teams and the first 15 finishers in each region qualify for the state meet, which is set for Saturday at MIS in Brooklyn. So they run around the track.
Nice.
Well, they probably got a path set up all around, and then people can watch because, you got
That would
the
be kinda
infield.
cool if
They
there's
got
a
the
pace.
infield, yeah.
Would it be cool if there was a pace car?
And
Why
they'll
go
probably run
around with it?
run up the track up a bank at some point.
Wow.
You would think. I mean, if they don't like them flat, cross country is all about running up and down hills.
They
But
have a horse.
4 girls qualified. Woodhaven's Brianna Fojanov, she was 5th overall. Katie Dietrich, her teammate, was 9th.
9th.
Allen Park's Lisa Luecki was 10th. And then Roosevelt's Samantha Cost was 11th. Not
Samantha
bad.
Cost is
So she's
always
going
in.
for the state title.
She's
You'll have,
always in play.
you have to jump in front of these girls at states because, but
Beautiful.
Stay in front of them, you'll finish pretty good.
Well, Marty, as you and I have always known, just let me in.
Right.
And then from there, you never know what kind of a day I could have.
I bowl like bowling. I bowl once a week. 3 games. I don't ever practice. Little 15-minute warm-up before. I got to bowl 5 games, and then the next day if I get in a match play, heck, I could bowl 12. Am I ready for that? No. But, I'll just keep
Take it
throwing
as
the
it
ball.
goes.
Take it as it goes. Aubrey Magoski in the track was 30th. That was the second highest, next highest Wyandotte girl. And for the boys, there was nobody qualified. There was one boy qualified. It was Roosevelt finished 9th as a team. It was, who's this kid? Anderson's Brendan Buckner. He was 10th. Wow. And that was it. Top 15 made it. No one else. Roosevelt Samuel Rankine was 23rd. Colin Metzger was 36th. Michael McCooch 37th. And the Donovan Potter was 42nd. But top 15 is where you got to be in track.
Well, one of my players always told me, he says, Coach, I am 1 at bat from my next hitting streak.
That's right.
And that is so true. So that's why you say, just let me in. I could be on that.
What else we got here?
What else we got here?
Well, you got a little nice thing. They do
They
that
have a
charity gig
wonderful thing.
with the special needs kids
Absolutely.
for football, and now they
the
do it.
United Basketball Tournament. And it's November 2nd at 5 o'clock at the school gym. The admission is free, but they do accept donations.
Yeah.
And they have a bake sale, 50-50 raffle. Everything's designed to help the kids. But one of the things I found out really be cool is that to get the kids who are the athletes, who are the ones that have the abilities to do things out there that the handicapped kids can only look at and desire to do, they play with these kids. And then these kids feel an interaction to where maybe we bond, and maybe I can teach you something, or maybe we feel something between the two of us. And these kids feel it because you never know when you walk out that room what could happen to you, and next thing you know, you're the handicapped or challenged one. And I think that is so important to these kids. I love the fact that these kids are involved.
You're one bad car driver from being there. But
You're a one kid,
bad,
right?
Yeah. You know, it could happen.
One doctor's appointment.
So that's this weekend, Saturday? No? When is that?
That would be at tomorrow
Oh, okay.
at the high school gym, 5 o'clock, November 2nd.
All right.
It's called Peer to Peer. And it's an electric class at, obviously, why not Roosevelt? And we'll be matched up with those of the special needs. But what began as a class of 12 students has blossomed. And this year, 54 seniors have participated.
Nice.
That is so wonderful. And it's so wonderful because in our world, we realize that it isn't just this child. It could be that child.
But you know, in this world, this society now, it's all about me. Okay, it's all about me.
Oh no,
so
that is.
So this is great. So this is great.
This is absolutely great because it is all about me. And then he realizes they have a brother, they have a cousin, they have someone else who needs that. I think it's a wonderful thing. But anyway, it's Saturday,
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock at the gym.
Show up. Donate some money.
Please.
Guess who was undefeated in volleyball this year? Pick one school.
Woodhaven.
Oh, good guess.
Am I lucky?
Yes. They were 12 and 0.
God.
Good for them. They were undefeated. They're going to start their regionals. Everybody's starting their regionals. You know, Allen Park gave them a battle. Won the first game. That was their last match. Remember, I said you could mail it in the last match and it wouldn't matter.
Correct.
They did anything but. They were trying to go undefeated, and they did. Good for them. You know, they were 12 and 0. Allen Park was second. They were 9 and 3. So they will actually, if it works out and they both win their district, they will battle in the region. They will battle again, and that would start November 12th. So if they both get out of their district, which obviously they're favored to do, they will play again November 12th. They'll get in that little bracket. And
could be a tough matchup.
Oh,
then.
that's you know, you're one match away. They did have a big News Herald invite 20-team volleyball tournament last weekend, and Allen Park came out on top of that.
20 team?
Yeah, Allen Park came out on top of that.
Let me guess, Woodhaven wasn't invited.
I don't think they were. You know, to be honest, I do not think they were there. I will say.
They invited them, they just didn't get the invitation.
And as you play a bunch of games, you get seated, it's round robin all day. I have sat through these things. They last all day.
From your child.
Oh, yes. They last you get there at 9 in the morning and they play volleyball till 6 at night, you know.
Wow.
And
bag of lunch.
So in the semifinals, I mean, Allen Park won it, but Wyandotte beat them the first game. They do best 2 out of 3.
Nice.
They beat them the first game in the quarterfinals, not the
so
semifinals.
They have winners, losers brackets?
Just winners. Top 8 teams get seeded, and then they put the bottom teams in a loser bracket. Or what they do, they take 10 teams, they call it the gold bracket, and then the lower tiered teams, because you play everybody, they go into the silver bracket, and they play. And I do believe they had a winner for the silver bracket, Taylor or somebody. But Allen, in the quarterfinals, you know, final 8 teams, Wyandotte beat them the first game, 25-18.
Nice.
But then they lost 25-22. There's
but competitive.
Oh, very competitive. And then they lost 15-9. The third game's always just a 15. So, you know, Wyandotte's competing, but they just can't seem to get over the hump. Maybe next season, right?
I was going to say, not yet.
So Allen Park won that. They beat Flat Rock. So good for them winning a tournament. It's a great tournament. It's at our alma mater. It's held at Lincoln Park. And there's just people everywhere.
You know, when you said about mailing in, when I was coaching.
I kind of meant they could just not worry about, maybe not hurt anybody, just play, get some people in there that don't get to play a lot.
Right. So
that's where I was going with that, not mail it in.
Okay, I was going to say, because I got a little thing. When I was coaching, I knew certain teams that I could more or less handle. And what I would do is I would always put in someone who didn't start into the lineup. So I'd have 4 starters with a young person that wouldn't start normally. But I'd have them start so they could have their mother know that and their father know that they're going to start that day. And they would play, and this kid kept asking me, when are you going to take me out? I said, when we start losing. As long as we're winning, we're good. You got to play most of the game.
That's good.
Oh, absolutely, because the kids have to know, the starters, that the other kids on the team provide you the effort for you to be good. And because of that, they should get some recognition. And today's his, and tomorrow's his. And I would always tell my players, you pass off and you're going to make sure he scores. And my kids all scored, and they felt like so when they cheered, they were cheering for their team. And I think that is so important.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why when you say
baseball,
mail it in,
softball,
I was a little confused.
I would do the same thing. I mean, before I coached for a long time.
I remember when you coached and
played,
you said.
I played till I was 25, so I learned a lot about the intricate part. Then I umpired for 13 years, high school.
Umpire,
and I
got
to watch, the Melvindale coach and like Nolan and Lincoln Park and the Allen Park coaches, all these guys that had experience, and they were able to, I would learn things they would do. But I was the same way, when I coached rec ball, everybody plays. Everybody bats. You got 13 kids in your lineup. You got a 13 lineup batting order. So now you either bat 2 good kids and a poor kid, 2 good kids and a poor kid.
Try to regulate the spots.
Because I have said it more than one time. Anytime you coach, your team has got kids that are a stellar kid, and you've got the kid working his butt off just to work, just to catch the ball, just to throw the ball. So you have to find a way to balance those kids together, because there's just no way that you're going to have 10 teams of superstars. There's just no way around that. It doesn't happen that way. So I would just, kind of spread them out. But every team, whether you're coaching hockey, whether it's a bowling team, whether it's a basketball team, whether it's any of those teams, you got a wide variety of talent that you, as a coach, have to learn to get them. That's your job, as far as I'm concerned.
Correct.
That's your job.
But that says a rec.
Oh, yeah, rec ball. Everybody's playing.
Rec is a little different.
I'd love to be able to handpick a travel team.
Correct.
I would like that tremendously.
Correct. So that's what we would do whenever we would do our teams. And that's what I would do, because I felt that they put out a lot, and they should not be put to the side as to not being important to this team. This team was good, and we won our division, but we did it because of you. And you should play. My point guard could not score a point. He had to dish it off. And when he dished it off, if he dished off to that kid that scored, then my point guard could come in. That's what his job was to do. And I just think that that's so important.
As we wrap up here, and unfortunately we have to wrap up. Hey, the Wings won a game.
Oh, wait a minute.
They've got a two-game non-losing streak, so they've gotten points in 2 games. They got points in 2 games. They got points in 2 games.
I was going to say.
All right, sorry.
Okay.
Get a hold of us, localsportswrapup@gmail.com. Look us up on YouTube. We have all our shows are on YouTube. Just go to Local Sports Wrap Up on YouTube. You'll find all the past shows. We're a lot of fun.
Going to have a beard next week?
I don't know. Going
to have to talk to the wife.
Yeah, Mama likes the beard now. I don't know. You like it too?
Yeah.
There you go. I love you.
Way to go, John.
All right, till next week. Marty Janeski and Ken Montroy will talk football results and a lot of other things, and bowling's getting ready to start.
Can't you love it?
I love it. We will see you next week here. Hi, Mom. Thanks to our producers.
Hi, Cookie.
Amy, Caroline, Calvin,
Amy,
Joel.
Cal. That's right.
Thanks for keeping us going on this show.
Appreciate you.